in their own sphere, all zooped by the Negro. Ain't nobody never told nobody nothing like that. So what are you upset about? Right? You see what I mean? Everything is obvious and it's right there on the surface, right? So that's what we're going to teach. Like today is the beginning of we've been doing this stuff for years. That's what it was all about. You know, grand jury, We didn't convict them 50 times and all this thing. But remember, they're not running anything. You got to remember, even the calls, the chit-chat from the people there, why? Because it's ridiculous. Right? Hey, what are they going to say? We don't care what they do. When we go back to Oakland, we'll have a cameraman and we'll go to the Masjid. If it's locked, we'll just go in. I'm going to have everything with us. I may have a crew of 2-3 people. If the police come, they'll say, do you have a reason that you're doing this to this man? And all the cameras is going, right? What paper do you have? What paper do you have? And here's the deed. Here's the articles of incorporation. Here's the U.S. Treasury document. What are you talking about? We heard, they said, remember all the stuff they got on? Somebody said, or they had a board of directors meeting. I was there and I wasn't there. It's not legal because it wasn't a post. You posted for 2 weeks. You got to post it. Tons of other things. Who's on there? What bank is going to give you somebody else's money and just override you, or let other people make an account and they can go into your account first, and then after that they just give them everything? Who can do that? It's not only not legal, but everybody wants us to run back there and go to court and do this. We'll do that when we get ready. Building the Strategic Command Center is more important than getting $100 million or $50 million or $20 million from them. Why? Did we do this ourselves first? Yeah, we do it ourselves first. It's not that we're making sure that nobody say, y'all built this whole center because y'all got all that money from the white man. If we did, it would be okay.
They would say something like that.
Because they didn't, we don't say if. But if we could start a masjid in Denver, if we could start a masjid in Philadelphia, if we could do them boom, 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 if we could come here, and everything we did here was in 10 years. Remember, since 2001, we haven't done that. That's 20 years ago. We haven't done nothing here. What I mean is, we have not acquired any other stuff. Can you imagine how quick that was? Just suppose you'd have left us, we could have had to have a minimum of 100 masajid in the country. In 40 years. May start off at 1 a year. After that, you do 2 a year. That'll catch you up. Pretty soon, 3 a year. Who's to say they're going to have to, sure, they're going to have to pay us, but in the process, we're going to educate the people. Why? Because the people have to know this is the time. All the fuddy-duddy stuff happening in America, the people, this is the time to educate the people. And also to put the people on notice about the ability that they have, right? And not to worry about boss man. But see, when we start, and you can tell the boss man get a little nervous. You can tell when you're on the right road. How you doing? Well, remember they put books out there for you to read? A little European guy come here the other day. Here he comes with the great proletariat, cultural struggle, Maoist China. We're not communists. These are nice books. But I'm not following this guy. I'm not saying he don't know nothing, but seas are rising, clouds and waters are raging, leading like commander. This is prairie fire, you know, determined now one spark can start a prairie fire. Revolutionary history. It's not that we've already went through revolutionary history, but they brought this, they want us to go over this stuff and make our plan. Boy, our plan is working bad. You know when you got boss man. Right. Hey man, one people, one land, one struggle, one leadership. One leadership. Who? They gonna follow me or who they gonna follow?
It just is deep. People don't consider that, you know, they've tried the communism thing, like straight up, and you know, it's like it didn't work. We're gonna need something else. You know, they seem like they're a little bit. It just is funny how people even still publishing that type of thing when
this is newer. This is newer.
I know, but it's still rooting back to just communism at its core, and we need something new, like not communism.
Hey,
you know.
We study all peoples and all revolutions. And the job we're doing is a job of now. We're not fighting old battles, right? Because we say our generals, our greatest brothers, always was fighting the past. Right. And that's why you can see they always got hooked up. We love them, but and you couldn't tell them you can't stop them. Of course, they got the idea right now, but sometimes it's late that you can't fight those old battles. You have to fight now. You have to update yourself. Okay, but all of this, I'm not going to call it junk. Holding up the sky, first worldism engendered by leading like commander. And so they got, I haven't read this because I don't want to read it. Are we already doing something? Now later on, when I got time just to read, Casting Pearls, Philosophy, Science, Art, and Revolution. It has biblical stuff in here. And it's against exactly what we're talking about. Give not that which is holy to the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine. This is the command, the so-called, was given to the Jews. Don't, the Sumerians and all them people, don't give this beautiful teaching to them. But what it's telling us, people is hogs. Man, we got hogs sometime. And then it says, Matthew 7 and 8, Kings and Bible, we must cast our pearls before the vast majority who know their true worth, leading like commander, prairie fire. One spark inside a prairie fire. Okay. The point is, and here is, y'all didn't see this over there, I just put it over there, I didn't even want to bother with it. This is something the Euro brought by the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just.
Yeah, what it says, at the translated, Eku was the deification of magic. Okay, he's coming by with Egyptian magic. Right. And he got Tawheed, magic, okay. Hater energy. So he was telling me about, the secret knowledge.
Oh,
so
that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, Just dumb stuff. You know, Enoch, Shuaib Rumi, he got there. I even saw Harun and Marut. That was in Babylon, the people there, you know. So we haven't seen him anymore. I said, what specific do you have in mind? What specific do you have in mind? And I told him that we down with this. Now, don't think that the old Zionists, you can tell when the Zionists get mad. When the Americans get mad, it's one thing, and the Zionists get mad, they mad. So we tell them, you can kiss our behind. Yes, you know. Global slum, global countryside, global people's war. We have our own vision. When you own something, and it works, you gotta remember, everything we do, remember, Quran, Sunnah, right? History, all this stuff, right? In our experience, when you hear what's coming off the podium, you hear a historical Islamic perspective that's right up to date right now, and it's historical. The Arab invasion, the last independent Negro Masjid, and then talk about made to do by force. The people are made to do things by force. Sons, family. When we get the big patch of money, we're going to give all the family a big piece of it. Because they was made to do what they do by force. They was forced to. Most people say, they ought to took with you because you been good to them. Bullcrap. The government has power. You can't play like they don't have power. They don't have no power over you. But that was a time when they did. Yeah, that was a time when we first got rolling this stuff about 50 years ago, a little farther than that. But on and on, hey man, you would be juiced up and paranoid. You could be paranoid. All you do is a white man standing by the mailbox looking, or sitting in the park with an overcoat on and a damn newspaper. If that ain't, it's ridiculous, right? But still, you're going to be juiced up. You're going to be juiced up. Now, you might spray paint somebody or laugh at them. Why are you here reading that newspaper, Mr. White Man? What are you doing? Can I read your newspaper with you? Or just like the crazy people come by? You don't deal with fools like the, say, like, not the lady or those people are. How would you let fools divert you from what you're doing? So you play with them, you have a good time. Why would you let criminals divert you? No, you have a good time. These things are going to happen. You train yourself. No, we are going to have a good time, and then ain't nothing they can do. That don't evolve overnight because, so we ask why no one is interested in the things, the rights of Imam Musa. Brother Tufayl, Strategic Command Center, writing our own story, writing our future, practicing perception management to the max. And it's counter-perception management when they have been in charge. They got a media, they got all that stuff, and they lie on us, right? They kill anybody anywhere in the world and they blame it on us. Everything they do, they blame it on us. We're going to develop enough media, we're going to blame them. And right now, the stuff we're talking about, they ain't going to put it on no media because we said, well, the Zionist is weakening you, and they're making you a milk cow, and all the wars you fought is because on their behalf. The last few wars you're fighting for them. They're killing your children, and they're doing this. Okay, when the majority of the people get a chance to hear it, they say, oh, it's not a conspiracy theory, that's reality. They'll have Alex Jones and them, give them little nickel and dime conspiracy theories that have a little bit of conspiracy in it, and then they'll do a whole crazy thing. Those kids that all got killed up in Sandy Hook or something, they didn't really get killed. The people are, wait a minute, that's their white man. Yeah, that's their white man. Dragging all the people in on the conspiracy theory and then give them a bunch of total crap. Right? Okay. Why don't tell them the truth? Why not tell them the truth about, what is it right down there, the Navy Yard?
Oh, right.
Navy Yard guy told him, he said, man, I told the FBI I was hearing voices, and right? You read that, that's true. Well, the FBI ain't said nothing because they was a voice, right? If me and you go down there and say, man, I'm hearing voices talking about blow up America, you'll be on the front page of the newspaper tomorrow, right? This nigga hearing voices. Because they can use it for their benefit. And all the people killing everybody and then leaving a damn ID on the front or the telephone. They got a telephone, they throw it in the garbage can where they go pull the garbage can open. Or the Moroccan guys, someone, they leave the damn ID on the front seat. Open. This is insanity. And we ain't got enough, but we gonna be telling the people the truth. That's what the command center is about. Yeah. We're gonna tell them all the truth. That's what, and raise a group of people. See, when they say don't cast your pearls before the swine, don't teach nobody nothing that can be helpful. Well, then that means you're the only one got some knowledge and you can't do nothing by yourself. Right? So strategic management under conditions of repression have always been strategic centers of education, of transformation. Okay, I talked about excrement training, consumption, leaving associated, yeah. In other words, you could tell where everybody's been by the smell. I mean, not a physical smell, but they, yeah. There's a few more things we won't mention. It's like reading the signs. Boss man, he leave a trail everywhere he go. And you can read it. So we did our big victory. And in 1986, we've been on the strategic thinking, the strategic management since then. He's been on this, will openly follow you for 5, 10 years. So we was already out rolling way before he did it because we anticipated what he's going to do. Remember anticipation?
Yeah.
With all of this stuff happening in the 80s, he stole all your accordion folders, 4 notebooks. So what are you going to do? You're going to write stuff in the notebooks that he's going to read. Right? Simple as that. Don't take no brains. And guess what? He reads them. And not only that, the damn fool have acted off of everything we wrote down. They're like this stuff right here. You know how to write to yourself in code language. So he's either already read it or he can't wait to get his hands on it. That's fine. That's fine. Hey man, you have to be able to anticipate. You can't be nervous and gotta have stuff overnight. That means that you have confidence in your system. Brother Tufayl Management Complex of Anti-Zionist Management Center will solidified. The action we're going to do is the same, though. People are big or small according to A, their history, B, environment, C, mission and vision, and adaptability. All of these things that they destroyed our history, the environment is destroyed. Therefore, the people have no mission and no vision, and they can't even adapt to what's going on in their lives. So we have an opportunity to rescue not our people, but the people. That's our mission. This is a built-in self-evolutionary process and method. Built-in self-evolutionary. In other words, what we're doing has been on automatic pilot for years. A lot of things we just do them. And we're not wrong. Why? Because we got Quran, we got Sunnah, we got history, we got our own experience. Sometimes you don't even have to think. We didn't even think about, Brother Tufayl Strategic Management Center. We didn't have to think about it. First thing we stood up and said, we're going to do this, that, and that, just like on the battlefield. Yeah, we didn't have to think about it. That's what we're going to do. Simple as that. And you got to remember the dynamics. During each period, you get a nice a theme, dynamics. It could be a song. It could be, all kind of things go along with it. Master your situation. We have to master our situation. That means we don't live in the past. We have a vision of the future and how we want to get to the future. So you have to master your own behavior, master your own situation. That means master now. What do you do now? So as we said, we will stage our own future. That's what we're doing. Writing on, we talked about it from the last few years. The last many years, writing our own future, describing our own future, where we want to go. That's what we're doing. Self-description, who we are, what we're doing. And this is self-directed warfare. Just like built-in evolutionary process and methods, this